So we're here in a meeting room in a venue called Hof, joined by the band Mammút. So here with me are Ardnar, Ausa, I'm Alex, this is Katrina, this is also Alex, and here's Andrei. So together, all comprising the band Mammút. It was formed way back when they were in their very early teens. And now, all these years later, I think you're doing pretty well for yourself. Just got off a European tour, just got back from Switzerland, is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So what's next for you guys? Obviously, you're playing a few shows over the festival, but then where's it off to?
Toronto. Next, yeah.
On Wednesday?
On Wednesday we're going there, and then we're doing another Europe tour after that, mostly in the UK.
Okay.
So we're basically playing till December 2nd or 3rd.
Okay, so nice long tour as well.
Yeah,
That's
good.
good, yeah. So you're staying busy writing music in the meantime, or anything like that?
Yeah, we try to. We try to make every hour count with something that is related to the band, which we would like to be only music. But lots of other stuff you have to run around when you're in a band.
So it's been all about the music for a little while, I know. Way back in 2004, you won the Icelandic Battle of the Bands competition. Forgive me if I butcher this, Music til Raunar, or something like that. Is that close? Okay, I'm trying my best. It's a difficult language to learn, but I can imagine that sets pretty high expectations. How do you as a band deal with that? Does it still come up? Do people still say, hey, you're the winner of the Battle of the Bands?
Yeah, like now.
Yeah.
This is happening right now.
I guess it is, isn't it? Does it happen beyond this meeting room?
Yeah, I mean, and it was also a point when we were like, but it's like 2004, so it's so way back. But it was, it has been nice to go abroad, and then this sticker isn't like stuck to your forehead all the time but in Iceland there's so many good bands that won this competition. So many bands like Karaoke of Monsters and Men.
Right.
Samaris, like lots of bands that have like done big stuff. So it's a great Battle of the Bands competition we have on this island.
And definitely an honor to win it, I imagine.
Big honor.
To be in the company of all those bands. Speaking of all the wonderful music out of this tiny little island, there's 200 bands at this music festival. So obviously you're going to your own shows. Who else are you checking out, though, over the course of the next couple of days? You have any favorites?
We want to see Muramasa tonight, but it's in such a small venue, so we're going to have to see. Then Aldous Harding was playing today, or tonight. She's playing now in Reykjavik, so we can't see that.
Yeah, Ásgeir, we're thinking about seeing him.
Yeah.
He's on after us, so we're gonna see him.
Yeah, we'll see him.
And maybe GKR, he's an Icelandic rapper.
Gangli is playing tonight, I think, too. I mean, there is a special thing about Icelandic bands going to see other Icelandic bands at the Airways Festival.
Yeah, you just go see your friends.
Because this festival started out with almost, just Icelandic bands playing, and it's a big festival for us here.
Indeed. You two have been a little quiet, so who are your favorites at the festival?
Oh, I have to agree with Aldous Harding, and then we're actually playing before Michael Kiwanuka on Saturday, so I'm very excited to see him.
We love him over at WERS as
Yeah.
well.
We were listening to him
Andrew,
in
your
the car.
favorites? Ooh,
Yeah.
my little audio device.
I really want to see Ásgeir, and I was listening to Shanghai Blues tour. I really like them, but I don't know if we can see everything we like because we're playing a lot. So we'll just have to see.
And let's not forget about Hatari.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to see them as well.
I've heard good things about Hatari. Yeah,
You
for
should see
sure.
them live. It's crazy.
Wonderful. What sort of tricks are you your own live show now here in Iceland, where perhaps you might have to internationalize your image for other crowds? What are you able to do here at home that maybe makes this show unique?
I think we've never had a set like we have now, like we're gonna have tonight, because we've been playing so much and it's all from the new album. So to us it's like a new set, and no one here has seen it, so we're really excited.
That's very exciting, yeah. So looking forward to sharing all of that music, I'm sure. The new album's been pretty well taken, I think, by both critics and fans alike. And I know there are a lot of really cool songs on there that some people have said is sort of your foray into the international world of rock and roll. Is that how you see it as well, or is it still an expansion of perhaps the Icelandic spirit that you start with and continue with? Is it more of an international attempt?
It's in English, so yes, it's the first in English.
Yeah, so in a way it is, definitely. But it's also just like a, kind of a basic next step for us to take, so.
It still has the Mammút spirit.
Definitely, and a unique spirit indeed. What do you think about that? Is it the international play, or more of the same, perhaps?
It's but it's so we are always changing. We don't like. We hope we're not just making an album after an album that is the same.
Right.
So because we find it nice to change as persons, and the music comes along with that. But it's definitely, always when we make an album, we always think it's the best album we've ever made. So
And it usually is.
And it usually is. So the moment when we write an album that is worse than the other one,
Then we quit.
then maybe we quit. Or or just take like 2 steps ahead, like on the next one.
Yeah.
Or just quit.
Or just quit. I don't think anybody wants you to quit, though.
No, it's a joke.
So what's that process like, coming from the background of writing Icelandic lyrics and deciding, no, this time around it'll be all in English? Is there a learning curve there?
I think Kata should answer that. She
What do
writes
you
the
think,
lyrics.
Kata?
I write the lyrics, so but it is a conversation, of course, that we have inside the band. That is the big decision. It's not a decision I take as a lyricist, but it is a quite big step. But it was a very necessary step for us. A very necessary step for us to, open new doors, get more people in, and to connect with the language, because the language is a very strong thing.
Right.
With connecting. Though we also find, of course, music is the only language that,
It's the universal
language. So of course, but and at the moment we're very happy with going abroad, playing within the US and Europe, and you can feel this extra connection with the audience.
Definitely.
So that is very important to us.
So which do you like better, writing in English or Icelandic?
At the moment, I like it in English, but that's because that's the current thing that is happening.
Right.
But it was my first tryout. I mean, I haven't even written, I don't know. It was my first try to write, poetry in English. So I'm very happy with it now. But maybe we'll go back to Icelandic or continue with English. We'll see.
Lots of possibilities.
Yeah, always lots of possibilities.
Perhaps you'll find a way to merge the two or something like that.
Maybe.
The best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Musically speaking, I think there's a difference. I was listening to your album earlier this morning, and also on my flight in, because Iceland Airwaves puts it on their in-flight entertainment. So if it's good enough for them. What is that like, to know that in this musical community, you're sort of the showcase artist, that people going to Iceland, if they want to listen to a band on their flight, you're one of the only Icelandic options? What does that make you feel like amidst all of these wonderful bands? What is that like?
I didn't know that actually. But
there you go.
So it's great news, and I hope it's I think it's the perfect pick for people to listen to.
Definitely. What do you think about that?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
It's an honor to be there. I think.
That's great. So I know you've also won some Icelandic Music Awards. So really, from the get-go, you've been a band of winners. And now here you are playing some.
Slow winners.
Slow
We've
winners.
been brewing very slowly, but that's why nothing comes as a surprise for us when people.
It's like this. No.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this is our career.
Slow burn.
Yep.
Slowly. Yeah,
Lot of.
but we're going up. That's a good thing. We're not going slowly down at least.
That is a very good thing. So then, in your mind, what is the ideal next step? You know, in this slow ascension as a band, what's the next milestone that you hit?
It's just to make it our make a living out of it, so we can just have more time and more opportunities to work with, you know, more people and more. I think it's just to always move forward and you know, get to grow in it more and just be in it.
Sure. You agree?
Yes, I do.
No, I don't. Yeah.
The scandal. What is your dream, Ardna?
No, it was a joke, but
He wants to be like Michael Jackson.
I want to be a superstar. I want to be a superstar, and I am going to be, and we are going to be. That's my.
But you want to be the front there. You want to be the singer.
Yeah, but you know, since I started, you know, since I discovered karaoke, I no longer have the need to be a frontman because it kind of just, you know, I get it all out there.
Yeah, it's good.
So you can just continue singing.
There you go.
Thank you, Arna.
The karaoke stars of Mammút solving their differences right here.
Yeah, we were doing our first a cappella tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it now.
Let's do it. And a one. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No, you sure?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
We can do it. Yeah, why not?
Why not?
You want it? You want?
What was the tone? Okay, forget it. Okay.
Really?
okay. Yeah.
Spit it into my mouth so I won't ever be able to speak again. Now the lake runs from my mouth, falls down to my chest. Water falls on my chest now. Water falls on my chest. I close my eyes and pray I will and never see again. Drop me down here, drop me down here. I don't wanna stand up, I don't wanna stand up, get up. I don't wanna stand up, get up. Bye, bye.
How about that? You should give yourselves a round of applause. Not every day that you get a private a cappella performance. That's super cool. You're going to do that tonight?
No. Might be the first
I'm
and last
honored.
time we-
Look at that. No, that was good.
Yeah?
That was very nice. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're so welcome.
I don't think I can top that. So we're gonna call it right then and there. Mammút not only interviewing but performing live for WERS. Thank you guys so much, each and every one. This was wonderful. As the action continues, at the Iceland Airwaves Festival.